The Battle of Vienna, 1683, the clash that saved Europe. 1683, the mighty Ottoman Empire, which had dominated large swathes of Europe, Asia, and Africa for centuries, set its eyes on one of Europe's most important strongholds, Vienna. What followed was one of the most decisive battles in world history, the Battle of Vienna, a turning point that halted Ottoman expansion into Europe. Today, we dive deep into this clash of empires, a battle of courage, faith, and survival. Vienna, the capital of the Habsburg monarchy, was a jewel of Central Europe. Situated on the banks of the Danube River, the city was the gateway to both the heart of Europe and the westward expansion of the Ottoman Empire. For centuries, the Ottomans had slowly advanced into Europe, with their armies reaching as far as Hungary. In 1683, the Ottoman Sultan, Mehmed IV, commanded his Grand Vizier, Kara Mustafa Pasha, to capture Vienna and bring Europe to its knees. If Vienna fell, it would open the doors for further conquests into Central and Western Europe, with devastating consequences for Christendom. Leading the Ottoman army was the ambitious and cunning Kara Mustafa Pasha. At the head of an army estimated at 90,000 to 120,000 troops, including janissaries, artillery, and cavalry, Kara Mustafa was confident that Vienna would soon fall. By July 14, 1683, he had surrounded the city, beginning what would become a brutal two-month siege. The Viennese defenders, led by Count Ernst Rüdiger von Starhemberg, faced overwhelming odds. Starhemberg, a seasoned Austrian general, commanded a small force of 11,000 soldiers and roughly 5,000 civilians. With supplies dwindling and the city's defenses strained, Vienna was on the brink of collapse. But Vienna would not stand alone. From the north, a savior emerged, King Jan III Sobieski of Poland. He had heard Vienna's desperate pleas for help and rallied an army of nearly 70,000 troops as part of a Christian coalition. This force, known as the Holy League, included troops from the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, the Habsburg monarchy, and various German states. Sobieski, known for his tactical brilliance, now led the defense of Europe against the Ottoman onslaught. On September 11, 1683, Sobieski's army arrived in the hills outside Vienna. They had just one day to prepare for battle. The Holy League forces took position on the Kahlenberg Heights, overlooking the Ottoman camp. This high ground would give them the perfect vantage point for their attack. Kara Mustafa, confident of victory, did not anticipate the ferocity of the coming battle. At dawn on September 12th, the battle began. The Ottoman artillery opened fire, but the Christian infantry advanced downhill in a coordinated attack. The Holy League's infantry assaulted the Ottoman flanks, while their cavalry prepared for the decisive blow. The fighting was intense. The Ottomans fiercely resisted the Christian forces, defending their positions with cannons and archers. But the real turning point of the battle came in the afternoon. It was then that King Sobieski ordered the famous Polish Winged Hussars, his elite cavalry, to charge. This was the largest cavalry charge in history, with around 18,000 riders, including 3,000 Polish Winged Hussars, thundering down the hill toward the Ottomans. The Hussars, with their distinctive feathered wings and long lances, smashed into the Ottoman lines with devastating force. They tore through the enemy ranks, spreading panic among the Ottoman soldiers. Kara Mustafa's troops, unprepared for such a massive charge, began to collapse. As the Ottomans fled, Kara Mustafa's hopes of taking Vienna crumbled. By nightfall, the Ottomans were in full retreat, abandoning their camps, supplies, and artillery. The Christian coalition had won a decisive victory, saving Vienna and Europe from Ottoman conquest. The aftermath of the battle was equally significant. Kara Mustafa Pasha was later executed for his failure. The defeat marked the beginning of the Ottoman Empire's slow retreat from Europe. No longer would the Ottomans pose a direct threat to Central Europe. On the other hand, Jan III Sobieski became a hero across Europe. His victory at Vienna earned him the title of the Savior of Vienna and secured his legacy in history. For the Habsburg monarchy, the victory at Vienna was a turning point. Austria would go on to solidify its power in Central Europe, and the Ottoman Empire's dominance began to wane. The Treaty of Karlowitz in 1699 marked the official end of Ottoman expansion into Europe. The Battle of Vienna in 1683 was not just a military clash, but a struggle for the future of Europe. It marked the end of Ottoman dominance and the rise of Austria as a major European power. It was a battle of heroes, from the brave defenders of Vienna to the legendary charge of the Winged Hussars. Their courage and sacrifice shaped the course of history,